Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, world. Welcome to episode 18
18.
of Bottom Line. In the words
What's up,
of Ricky
everyone?
Wallace. I'm your host, Jared, with my lovely host, as always.
Starkey,
Yes, Starkey. Starkey, how are we doing this week?
we're good, my man. How are you?
Bittersweet. I don't know. Kind of sad still.
Yeah.
I have a lot more free time now. I can kind of catch up on TV shows.
Yeah, for
Dreaming
sure.
stuff. I watched a movie on Sunday. U.S. Marshals, great movie with Tommy Lee
Okay.
Jones, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I recommend.
The
Right now,
Fugitive sequel.
I'm watching Last Chance U again, and I'm watching season 2, almost done with it, and I am watching Outer Banks.
How's that?
It's really good. A lot of people say it's too teenager. It's really not, but I like it.
I've heard it's really good. It's one that my wife and I need to catch up on.
Well, yeah. Now that unfortunately breaking news, the Grizzlies season is over, and boy, was it a great season.
It was a great season.
I'm gonna place. I hope we don't get copyrighted for this, but it was a great season, and we salute you, Memphis Grizzlies. Thank you for all you've done. If you can't hear, folks, we're playing taps. So, folks, yes, if you didn't know, now you know the Grizzly season ended on a very late Saturday night, early Saturday or early Friday, or late Friday night, early Saturday morning.
Early Saturday morning.
Depends on where you are in the country or the world, really. But
hey, it could have already been Sunday into Monday, depending on where you are.
Well,
got out of Australia.
No, I don't think Australia is 24 hours ahead of us. I think they're like 15. But so today's show, we want to talk about baseball.
Yep.
Mainly one team in baseball. Do I need to cue taps up again for this team?
You may need to, or the flush of a toilet, maybe.
Can't really do that, but we're talking about the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
And the dumpster fire they are. But hey, don't worry. We've been there as Grizzly fans. We've been in the dumpster.
It's okay, Reds fans.
NFL seasons have come. NFL 2022 season has come out. Scheduling.
Yep.
On top of that, they've released the over/under win totals for the year. Kind of our hot takes on free agents, at least slowly dying down. We had Jarvis Landry find a home, which I don't think it's going to really matter too much. But after that, we're hitting the NBA. And tonight's hot topic, folks, will be water park or amusement park. Which one is the optimal summer destination?
All right.
Starkey, let's go ahead and jump at it. The Cincinnati Reds.
All right.
They were on a winning streak.
Yes, they were. Very short-lived.
Not many people. I'm trying to figure out real fast. I meant to look this up earlier. The Cincinnati Reds threw a no-hitter.
Yeah, I was going to touch on this for sure.
So there's been 316 no-hitters thrown in MLB history. 316. Yes. Going into Sunday, was it Sunday? Yes, right?
Yes.
Going into Sunday, teams that threw a no-hitter were 315, or they were 316. There were 300 and I'm sorry, my math is killing me right now.
311 and 5.
311. Sorry, folks, I'm tired. I had a long day yesterday, but we're not going to get into that.
No, I'm sorry. 311 and 4.
311 and 4. No, they were 3. No, they were
310 and 5.
310 and 5, folks. I'm sorry, my bad.
Sorry, math isn't our strong suit.
They were 310 and 5.
This is why we talk about sports.
Yes, this is why none of us are mathematicians. No. But 310 and 5 going into Sunday. Well, gosh dang it, they lost. In typical Reds fashion,
they
lost. They only got 4 hits. 4 hits. Which, some games, 4 hits will get you a win.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. Hunter Green threw a no-hitter.
Although I feel like I need to caveat this, as I was doing some research after that game. Sadly, and probably a good thing for Cincinnati fans, it will not go in the record books as an official no-hitter. This was the 6th time this has ever happened. Only 2 of those were official 9-inning no-hitters.
Why would this one not be?
Because the home team is the team that won the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so Hunter Green did not throw – he only threw 8 innings, not 9. So it will not go down as for it to be an official no-hitter. One for a single player no-hitter, he must throw 9 or more. Oh, I guess 9, or I guess more if it's 0-0 game. 9 or more innings by himself. Hunter Green only threw 8, and so it will not go on the record books as an official no-hitter.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't get it. You throw a no-hitter. Literally, the odds are in your favor. It's like a 99% chance you're going to win the game throwing a no-hitter.
Absolutely.
And by some miracle, the Reds blow it. You know,
how they lost is the crazy thing, though. It wasn't a, usually when that happens, it's the pitcher will, walk in a run. He'll get somebody on base that way. No, this, I believe it was the Pirates they played.
Technically, yeah. Yeah, it was Pirates. They were 14-20 going into the game.
Yes. He hit into a fielder's choice, which is, again, I mean, it's better than walking in a run, I guess, technically, but still, that's just a really, if you're a Cincinnati fan, it's a really sad way to lose the game.
Well, one person is winning during all this. One guy, and Mr. Joey Votto.
Yep.
I get it. No MLB player wants to lose. No professional player wants to lose. But, if you're Joey Votto, I'm not going to get mad.
No, not at all.
Folks, for y'all that don't know, he's 38 years old. He signed a 10-year contract 8 years ago. In 2014, he signed a 10-year, $225 million contract.
Yep.
He is making $25 million this year.
At the time, it looked like it was going to be a great signing.
This is why you don't sign people when they hit 30 to a 10-year deal.
100%. 100%.
So, past couple of years, this is so last year they were in the wild card. I'll give him that. He made $25 million. This year, $25 million. Next year, $25 million. Final year, $20 million. I don't know if any teams want to take that. And granted, MLB, you don't have a salary cap really.
No, you don't.
You can afford. But I don't see an NFL team or MLB team taking that contract. It's terrible.
No, because whereas in baseball, where there's no salary cap, teams look more at the player, his production, combined with his age.
Last year, he didn't look that bad. He had 119 hits, 99 RBIs, 36 home runs. Not bad. His batting average was pretty bad, though. I mean, his stats were decent.
What did he hit?
266.
Yeah.
2020, 11 COVID year, 11 home runs, 42 RBI, or 22 RBI, sorry. He had 42 base hits, 226 batting average. So, okay, he's consistent. 2019, bad year for him, and 2018, bad year for him.
Yeah.
He's not going to get you home runs, but I guess you have him there for defense. I don't know, but
yeah.
Granted, wasn't one year he literally was killing the ball left and right. 2017, 36 home runs, 100 RPIs, batting average 320.
Yep.
So yeah, he's a shell of himself. Every time I watch the Reds, he's always striking out, swinging.
Yeah.
But
what can you do at that point? Just collect your paycheck. Although
if I'm him, I get it. You don't want to lose as an athlete, but if I'm him, I'm not mad.
No. Although I believe I saw
they're still on pace to lose 133 games this year.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's for y'all. For those of y'all that don't really follow baseball, that is absolutely terrible. Although I believe, just a second, I should have looked this up earlier. I apologize. He is actually right now, I believe, on a rehab assignment. Yes. So Joey Votto is actually on a rehab assignment right now with the Dayton Dragons, which I believe is their AAA team. Give me just a second.
I don't really follow baseball. This is kind of your expertise.
Oh no. Okay, so he's super hurt.
He's double A.
He's single A.
Let's go.
So Joey Votto tonight is making his rehab assignment starting with the Dayton Dragons, the single A affiliate for the Reds.
I love it.
So yeah, it may be a second before he gets healthy enough to be back in the majors, but it shouldn't be too long.
So we're gonna jump onto something because I'm tired of baseball. Baseball's boring to me. I know you love it, but it's boring. Sorry. But first, we got an ad read.
Let's do it.
Folks, home inspecting. I've been preaching for 15 episodes now.
Yeah.
Porch to patio home inspections is the way to go. Mitch will take care of you. If you're a realtor trying to link up with somebody to help all your houses you're selling in this market, if you're a new first-time buyer, second-time buyer, third-time buyer, I promise you guys, Mitchell James, Porch to Patio, Home Inspections is the way to go. You can find him at porchtopatiohomeinspections.com. Way to go. Trust Mitch. You can stamp it, whole 9 yards. Okay, so NFL. Nothing really that shocking happened besides, Drew Brees is, hinting maybe at a return.
I was gonna ask you about this whenever we talked about Jarvis Landry. I don't see it. Well, I read today something interesting is that his body is saying one thing, but when his brain's saying something else. 2 weeks ago, he had shoulder surgery, and he wouldn't even be able to play until October if he were to come back, which means he wouldn't be able to start practicing until halfway through the season.
Drew's 43.
43 years old.
The last time he threw a ball, he didn't have any of them. Drew's not coming back.
I love Drew Brees to death. One of my all-time favorite quarterbacks. The man can't throw it 10 yards anymore.
No. So let's run through. So the NFL season came out. Let's run through. By the way, did you know all the AFC East, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they don't leave the East Coast the whole season.
Really?
They're staying in the Eastern time zone all year.
That's about right.
They travel the least amount the whole year. Anyway, Dallas travels the most, but the Steelers travel the least. Could work out in their benefit, though, with Kenny Pickett. So, starting off with the AFC, I'm sorry, it was the AFC North. I apologize. Not
AFC North.
I'm looking at it right now. So, ESPN has the Buffalo Bills over under 11.5. Higher or lower, Starkey?
I'm going to go over.
I am too. I really do think Josh Allen's one. Kansas City's down this year. Tennessee's down this year. You've made the free agent acquisitions this year.
100%.
You drafted well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're going. Miami over under 8.5. I'm taking the under.
Under, yeah.
From what I've seen of Tua, I'm not it. I mean, granted, it's you're learning, I guess, timing patterns right now. Kind of trying to get in sync with Tyreek Hill, but man, I don't.
But that clip they showed the other day was that man threw a duck.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is, hey, they're still learning the timing pattern, but dude, it's Tyreek Hill, the fastest guy in the NFL.
Yeah,
you can't overthrow him. Only one guy in the face, maybe two guys can overthrow him. Josh Allen and Patty Mahomes.
Yep.
I promise you that. You just chunk it and Tyreek will run it down. So we're both taking the under there. New England Patriots, 8.5.
I'm going to take the over slightly.
I think they'll squeak out 9 wins. Just because it's Bill Belichick. I can't think of the last time he's had a losing season in the NFL.
What was the record last year?
That's a good question. Here it is. Give me one sec. Last year they were 10-7. So they didn't have a losing record in 2020, but before that, their last losing record was in 2000.
The year before Brady got there.
The year before Brady. So yeah, safe to say, I'd ride with Bill.
Yeah.
Because chances are they're not going to have a losing record.
No.
In his career, he is 200. He only has Bill's going to get his 100th loss this year. Wow.
I think Mac Jones takes a leap in year 2.
I mean, they got the weapons, kind of. Not really, but I would have liked to see him taking a wide receiver early. But hey, Cole Strange, let's go, buddy. Cole Strange. They got Tyquan Thornton, speedster. I don't know, maybe. I think they definitely win 9 games there. So the next team on the list, the New York Jets, over under 5.5.
Under.
I'm taking the over, baby.
Really?
Yes. Do you want to know why, Starkey?
Why's that?
Because it is time for the world to put my man, Zach Wilson, on the spot.
All right.
Look at me. They drafted Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Jermaine Johnson, Breece Hall. They hit on their top 4 picks.
They won the draft 100%.
You got Breece Hall. You got my boy Michael Carter, had a great year last year. You got Braxton Berrios, great return specialist. Elijah Moore. Hopefully he's going to take that next step. You got Corey Davis.
You got Kenny Yeboah at tight end.
Offensively, this is the year you're going to man up. And defensively, you're not bad. You still got C.J. Mosley. You got Sauce Gardner. You have another Bryce Hall again, LOL. Carl Lawson, he's underrated. You got Vinny Curry, Sheldon Rankins. I'm telling you, I really do think the Jets are going to be a team to mess with. They'll win 6 games.
All right.
Nothing more. Nothing less. Sorry, hiccups are coming in.
Uh-oh.
Okay. The next team, the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
9.5.
I'm going to go.
I'm taking the under.
Oh, really? I was going to say slightly over. But then again, they don't really have a whole lot besides Lamar.
Okay, so you're getting back J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is he going to throw the ball to? All he's got is Rashad Bateman, who still hasn't really proven. Like, he had a rookie. He just finished his rookie year.
Yeah.
46 receptions, 515, one receiving touchdown. Wasn't that impressed. But he's a rookie. So
Yeah.
I'm taking the under. There's no way they're going to win more than he literally willing the triple option.
Yeah.
Okay. Bengals 9.5 over
100%.
Over. You solidified your offense. Your offensive line.
Yeah. I think it'll be Cincinnati, Buffalo back in the AFC title game.
There's no way you lose more than 9 games this year.
Yeah, no.
You don't win more than 9 games. You literally drafted well, hit free agency, brought back who you need to bring back. I promise you, they will be back in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're going to run it back for sure.
Cleveland Browns, 9.5. So this one I'm going to put an asterisk by. If Deshaun Watson is cleared to play, I'm taking the over.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I think Deshaun ends up playing. I really do.
Well, he's meeting with league officials now, so you just look at their draft. They actually drafted well. They drafted a cornerback, Martin Emerson, with their first pick. He drafted David Bell. A lot of people love him. I was high on him. I thought he was going to be a late first round because I thought there was going to be a massive run on receivers.
Yeah.
And you got Amari freaking Cooper.
Yeah.
For a steal. And you still have Nick Chubb in the backfield and Kareem Hunt.
Yeah. And
you got David. I promise you that they'll be fine. Defense, you didn't lose anybody. They didn't really lose anybody, a relevant starter, so they'll be fine there. Pittsburgh, 7.5 wins.
I'm gonna go under. I think Pickett might struggle to start the year.
Well, do you know Pickett's gonna be the starter? Remember Mitchell Trubisky? I'm gonna take the under too. Because I think you got Pickett and then you got Trubisky starting, because we all know Mason Rudolph is not the starter.
No.
But so under 7.5. Houston Texans, 4.5. Under.
Yeah. I was like, who do they even have started? They still got David Mills. Yeah, I'm taking that.
David freaking Mills, baby.
Yeah. No, I'm under.
Granted, they got John Minchie, but I don't think that takes them to another level.
No.
Hey, well, they still got Braden Cooks, but
when he's healthy.
Yes, but hey, Braden Cooks is a guy that deserved a ring.
He did.
He deserved a ring. The Colts, 9.5.
I'm gonna go over.
I think I'm gonna take the over on that too.
Yeah. I think now they finally have their quarterback situation figured out with Matty Ice. I think I'm gonna go over.
They need to still lock down another wide receiver.
Yeah.
Julio maybe, but I've read they're not gonna take Julio.
That'd be a storyline though.
Just saying, Odell's still available.
Hey, don't say that.
Jacksonville, 6.5.
Under.
That's very. They literally okay. So they're
being nice, giving them 6.5.
They added Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, and tight end Evan Ingram. I'm sorry. What did the 3 of those do to make big money? Nothing.
No, I love Evan Ingram, but he hasn't done anything since like his second or third year with New York.
Zay Jones hasn't done anything. Evan Ingram hasn't done anything in the NFL. Don't hit me with that garbage. Zay Jones had one good year, his second year in Buffalo. Since then, he's done nothing.
Yeah.
So, what really banked it on him?
And I mean, and they missed on their first round draft pick. So
It was their first round draft pick.
the dude from the guy that took number 1 overall from Georgia.
Oh, Trayvon Walker. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Sorry,
They missed on
fog.
Trayvon Walker.
I couldn't think of his name at the moment. I was like, wait, you said they missed. Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. Well, hey, it's because he got the highest upside per them, but so sorry, that was my fault. So I was really thinking, I was like, I thought you made it sound like it was too obvious. That was my fault.
Oh no, you're good.
Tennessee Titans 9.5.
Under. I think Tennessee struggles.
I mean, I think they will just because we don't know what's going to happen with how healthy Mark Henry's going to be.
Yeah.
Or David Henry, sorry.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. Gosh, dude, I am so tired, folks. I'm sorry. I can't.
It's all good.
And I guess that I'm ready for the NFL segment. Denver Broncos 10.
Right at 10.
Right at 10.
I'm gonna go even. I think they win
No,
10
you
games.
can't do even. You got to do over or under.
And that division's gonna be tough though. I'm gonna go under.
Okay. Kansas City Chiefs 10.5.
Over.
Really?
Yeah. I think they'll make a splash move in free agency. I think they'll help out Patty Mahomes. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go slightly over.
The Oakland Raiders 8.5.
Over.
Oh, that's an easy one. And then you got the LA Chargers at 10. I think I'm taking the under.
I want to go over, but that, like we said before, that's going to be, I think, the most stacked division in football this year. I'm going to go under.
I think that Devontae
they'll win 9
Adams
games.
is going to take Oakland or take LA, the Las Vegas Raiders back to the playoffs.
You think so?
NFC division time. Dallas Cowboys 10.5. Under.
Under easily.
You lost half your offensive line. You lost Amari Cooper. I'm taking the under. New York Giants 7 wins. I'm taking the under.
Yeah.
That's a very generous 7. The Philly Eagles 9.
Over.
I'm gonna take the under. I don't think Jalen Hurts is that great because everyone's hyping him up. So I'm taking the under.
I think AJ Brown will help him out. I think AJ Brown will make him look good.
The Washington Commanders 7.5.
Under.
Yes, because let's face it, Carson Wentz is going to get hurt again.
Yep.
He's going to get hurt. NFC North, probably a very weak division. Not as weak as NFC East, though, but a weak division. Chicago Bears, 6.5.
Under. And here's why. Breaking news from Adam Schefter. An MRI today confirmed that running back Tarek Cohen, who hasn't played in the NFL since he tore his ACL in week 3 of the 2020 season, ruptured his Achilles while live streaming a training session on Instagram Live. The Bears starting running back just tore his Achilles. Ruptured his Achilles.
No, he's a free agent. They released him.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, my bad, ladies and gentlemen. Just don't disregard literally everything I just said.
No, you're fine. Yeah, they released him. Yeah, they released him on March 16th because I have him in a fantasy league. Now I got to drop him.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because I was like,
So,
he'll get picked up. He's too good. So, yeah. But still breaking news, though. Okay, this one. This is for Mitch. Detroit Lions, 6 wins. I'm taking the over.
Under.
Detroit gets 7.
Not with Goff at quarterback, they don't.
7-10, baby. Hey, man.
I'm biased. I still have PTSD as a Rams fan. But
Detroit does not win 7 games. I will shave my head.
y'all heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I will shave my head.
Start picturing Jared Ball.
Detroit, I need Jared Goff. I need you. They got it. 7 wins. They can do that. They got it. Why don't you have faith?
Because I know Jared Goff.
Okay.
He can have all the weapons in the world. The man is terrible.
Look at me. Have faith. Look at me. Eagles, week 1. They'll lose that. The Commanders, that's a win. Minnesota, win. Seattle Seahawks, win. Patriots, probably a loss. Dallas, win. Miami, win. Green Bay, loss. So we're looking at 1. Let's see how many wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chicago wins 7. There we go. They're going to win 7 games this year. They play Chicago. That's a win. They play them twice. That's 2 wins. They play the Giants. That's a win. Bills lost. They play the Jaguars. That's a win. They play the Jets and the Panthers. Those are wins, Starkey. I'm telling you, man. 7
Man,
wins.
I think you just have the Lions winning the division.
No,
you just
they
let
don't.
off like 11 wins.
No, they're gonna split the series. So they're gonna lose the Eagles. They're gonna lose the Patriots. They're gonna lose the Packers twice. So that's 4 losses right there. They're gonna lose the Vikings again. That's 5. And say, you know what? They're gonna lose. They're gonna you know what? Let's say they lose Commanders. You may start 0-2, but they'll win. They'll win 8 games. They'll go 8-9 this year. 8-9. I love it. Anyway, back to it. Packers, 11 wins. No. I'm taking the under. I'm taking 10.
Yeah.
Minnesota, 9 wins. Their defense is just not good.
No, I'm going to go under.
And Dalvin Cook can't stay healthy. Take the under that too. Atlanta, the Falcons. The Desmond Ridder team, 5.5 wins.
I'm going to go slightly over.
I'm taking the under. Their defense, they don't have a man on defense. They can't get a stop. Panthers. Still don't know who the quarterback's going to be.
Yeah, we do.
6.
I'll give them 7 wins. I'll go over.
Okay. I'm gonna take over on that. No, I'm gonna take the under. Taking the under. McCaffrey's gonna get hurt as normal. Saints, 7.5 wins. I'm taking the over.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, yeah, they just loaded up on offense. Yeah.
And their defense is still just as good. They didn't lose anybody on defense. Riding with them for 7.5. Tampa Bay, 11.5 wins.
Over.
Okay. I like that. Okay. Last division. Arizona Cardinals, 9. Remember, they're without DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, they are.
James. I'm going to take it over. I think Kyler Murray's going to show up this year.
Under. Slightly.
Taking the over, baby. The LA Rams, 10.5.
Over. Easy. We're running it back.
The 49ers, 10 wins.
I'll give them. Well, okay. That's gonna be tricky. I'm gonna give a little bit of a caveat with that. If it is Garoppolo, I'll say over. If it is, what's his name from North Dakota or South Dakota State?
Trey Lance.
If it's Trey Lance, I'll say under.
You say under for Trey Lance?
I'll say under for Trey Lance.
Their defense is just so good, but offensively, all they got is Debo, and who knows? And hopefully, they got Kittle.
Yeah, that's a big hopefully.
I mean, Kittle's still there, but last year after his injury, he was not the same Kittle.
No.
I'm taking the over. No, I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna take the under. I think they'll win 9 games. And then finally, the Seattle Seahawks. 6 wins.
Under.
Yeah, it's the under. They don't have anybody besides DK and Tyler Lockett. Bad thing is, I picked up Tyler Lockett in a dynasty league I just joined, thinking, okay, he's got Russ. He's going to get touches, get receptions. No, we got Drew Lock and Geno Smith.
They'll be in the hunt for one of the top quarterbacks next year. Absolutely.
Then Detroit, probably. Yeah, a lot of people will be in the hunt for quarterbacks next year.
Yeah.
And then for you guys, Baker is still available.
Yeah.
Nobody just wants to take Baker's salary.
Although I have been seeing a lot of rumors about Baker to Seattle, which talk about chaos.
So Panthers will probably be taking a quarterback next year. New York Giants take a quarterback next year.
Yeah, 100%.
Kind of going through the Texans may probably take a quarterback next year.
Probably.
And
they'll probably have the number 1 pick next year.
Jets, depending on how Zach Wilson does this year. So yeah, there you go. I say about 3 teams are definitely in the quarterback hunt, maybe 4, depending on how Zach Wilson does.
Yep.
So, folks, let's get to the heart and soul of the podcast. NBA.
Let's do it.
The backbone. But first, we have an ad read.
Let's do it.
Folks, now the Grizzlies are over, you can go ahead and start placing bets for next year's championship odds. Right now, we're plus 1,500. Tim gets you $150. And you got NBA stuff going on right now. Right now, the Miami Heat and the Golden State Warriors are the odds-on favorite to make it to the NBA Finals and win for an NBA Finals matchup. Right now, Warriors have opened as the favorite, and the Heat are in second. So I'm no gambling man, but I'm saying ride the Heat. Defense wins championships.
It does, for sure.
It does. It does. 100% it does. So ride the championship, or ride defense, folks. Miami. And you can get all your betting needs with Billy White the bookie. Guys, we missed out on the Kentucky Derby.
Everyone missed out on the Kentucky Derby.
Well, it's just our luck. But contact Billy White the bookie. I'm telling you, folks, he's the best bookie in the name. Starkey, read the number.
If you need help gambling, call the Tennessee Red Line, 800-889-9789.
And Starkey, what is the best way to beat a gambling addiction?
Seek help.
No, don't quit. Keep betting, folks.
Seek professional help.
Sorry for that, folks. We got to find a new streaming software. Zoom is killing us. It lagged us out.
If you have any suggestions, hit us up in the comments.
But folks, we're going to get to the Grizzlies in a second. Right now, you got Warriors versus Mavericks, and then you got the 76ers, Miami versus the Celtics. I'm taking Miami, and I'm taking Mavericks just because I don't want Golden State in there. And I think the Mavericks are playing – they're literally the hottest team in the NBA right now.
Yeah, even your boy Patrick Beverly said Luka is the best player still in the playoffs.
We'll pick, baby.
There you go.
But so I really thought the Suns were going to win on Sunday. Bro, they got like oust.
Oh, they
they were down by 46 points at 1 point. Luka had more points than the Suns at halftime. All right, he had the same amount. It was 27 for the Suns, 27 for Luka.
Yeah.
So after the game, they asked Monty Williams, Mr. Coach of the Year. Didn't deserve it, but neither here nor there. Why didn't DeAndre Ayton play? He said, in a very stern voice, he said, it's internal. Ayton gave up on the Suns. He was pissed. Ayton wants the bag. He wants Ja Morant money.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, he hasn't really put up the career numbers to deserve that, if you want my honest opinion.
Yeah,
and so the Suns have, and he's basically said, unless I'm getting a 5-year contract, he has said, I'm not playing for y'all. So his career average is 16 points, 10.5 rebounds. This year, he had averaged 17 and 10. Last year, 14 and 10. He's expanding his three-point shooting a little bit more. He averaged 17 and 9. Basically 18 and 9 for the playoffs this year. And for him not to be on the court in your biggest game of the season.
Yeah, that's telling.
Yeah, he gave up. I mean, it's pretty obvious in his body language. He gave up.
Yeah.
So he's gone. Don't know where he's going. I've been asked, do we want him in Memphis? No.
No, absolutely not.
I don't want a guy who's going to give up during a game. And plus, if you get him, that takes away from Jaren's development.
Because like you said, like I've said, we've both been hitting this drum for a long time. Jaren is the 5 of the future.
He's got the highest ceiling on it. We're going to hit on that in a second, though. And then the 70s, and then I don't know why I keep saying the 76ers. I'm sorry, the Celtics. I thought for sure the Bucks were going to win.
Oh, yeah.
Grant Williams, have yourself a day.
Yes.
Grant, you have yourself a day, sir. Literally won them. They blew them out, in all honesty. They blew the Bucks out.
Which was really sad because after the Grizz got put out, I was hoping Giannis was going to go get that second.
I was hoping Grayson and Bobby Portis would win, baby. Gotta support the cultures. Mr. Grant Williams that day, folks, finished with 7 of 18 from 3, 27 points. Not bad.
No,
not bad. A little late put the team on his back.
Yeah.
So, one thing I think is going to hurt them is Al Horford's out and Marcus Smart is out game 1.
Yeah. And they said earlier that Al Horford's probably out for game 2 also because he's in health and safety protocols.
Ooh, yes. Al Horford is not vaccinated.
No, he's not.
So he's going to, he's on different stuff with him versus the fully vaccinated. Like Steven Adams was vaccinated.
Yeah.
So we were good there. But it's a little bit more serious, especially when it comes to a team about to the NBA Finals, because they don't want to have to shut down the NBA.
Yeah.
Just
again,
one series. So different story. I'm going Mavericks though, because I just think I hate Steve Kerr. I hate Draymond. I hate Steph on the court. Off the court, I love Steph.
Yeah, that's about where I am too. Great Christian guy, great family man, but he makes
Clay.
me want to find something on the court.
Clay is my idol.
I can take it over with Clay. I mean, but you know how I feel about Draymond, so
let's not anybody that loves Draymond.
Well, Draymond's the only person that likes Draymond. I'm convinced.
You know who Klay Thompson reminds me of?
Will Ferrell in semi-pro?
Yes. It's just
the headband.
It's the fro. He reminds me so much of Jackie Moon.
Yes. Okay, I couldn't think of it.
And he wears like the tube socks. I love it though.
Yes.
But anyway, let's go ahead and jump to it. The Grizzlies. Real fast, Starkey. What was more impressive to you? The Grizzlies winning by 56 points at one point, up by 56 points in a game 5 versus Golden State, or the Mavericks up 46 points against the Phoenix Suns? What was more impressive?
I'm going to go Dallas in Game 7.
100%.
And here's why.
On the road. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, here's why. I 100% believe that Golden State was holding back to clinch that series at home. I know they would never admit that, but and in that Dallas Phoenix Game 7, no one on the planet except people in Dallas gave the Mavericks any sort of chance. And so I gotta go Dallas on that one, which pains me because I don't like the Mavericks.
I do too.
And because I don't like Mark Cuban. But
I love Marky Mark. I just think, and also it hates me too because Jason Kidd's not a good coach. He just inherited a team.
Yeah.
He inherited Luka, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
So the NBA draft lottery just came out. Starkey.
Yep.
We own the Lakers' first round pick if is outside the top 10. Years ago, the Grizzlies had the number 9 pick. We went from 9 to 2. That same draft, the Pelicans had the 8th pick. They went from 8 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Is there magic tonight, Starkey? Read it off in the order of the lottery, please.
With the first pick in the 2022 NBA draft, it belongs to the Orlando Magic.
No, they're going to botch it. No. Okay, who's got 2?
Number 2 is the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Ooh, okay, there we go. A little shake up there. They were at 4.
Jaden Ivey at 2.
No, they'll go Pablo.
And number 3, you got the Houston Rockets.
Okay, so all these teams right here were in the top 4.
Yes.
Okay, so that means this is the shakeup. If not, we're not getting a first round pick this year.
Number 4, you ready? Sacramento Kings. Yep.
Where were they at?
I'd have to go back and look. I'm not sure.
I think they had to. So we are not getting the Lakers' first round draft pick. It is going. Who's it going to?
The Pelicans.
Oh, of course. That's who it is.
So the rest of the lottery, 5, you got the Pistons, who were projected to have the number 1 pick. 6, you got Indiana. 7, you got Portland. 8, you have the Pelicans. 9, you have the Spurs. 10, you have the Wizards. 11, you have the Knicks. 12, you have the Thunder again. 13, you have Charlotte. And 14, you have Cleveland.
So right now, looking at it, the Kings went from 7 to 4.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. I thought we had it.
This is the only team that moved up.
I just want y'all all to know, OKC has 3 first round draft picks.
Yep.
They have 4 picks in the top 35.
Yep. Which means since the Grizzlies did not get the Lakers' first round pick, it becomes 2 second round picks, I believe, this year.
No, it's 1 this year and 1 in 2024. We get Cleveland's 24. We get Cleveland's pick this year in the second round.
Okay. So the Grizzlies will have 3 picks instead of 4. So 2 first and a second.
Well, since we're on it already, let's jump to it. Blew them out by 56. We whooped some tricks.
Yeah, we did.
On Wednesday night. Season was not over. Down 3-1. If we're going to ride without Ja, we're going to make it ride, baby.
Oh, yeah. This wasn't about to be the first time Golden State had blown a 3-1 lead.
And it wasn't going to be the last. Let's go, Memphis. I'm sitting there watching it. You know, I'm like, okay, Jaron, okay. You see Desmond Bane playing with energy again. I'm like, hey, we got a good shot at this.
Yeah.
We have a great shot at this. I'm thinking in my head, okay. You know what? Hey, I'm like, okay. And then you got Jaron drilling threes left and right. I said, well, I'll be. Dylan Brooks making shot. Dylan Brooks didn't even shoot the ball that much. He was 5 of 13 from 3. But hey, that's fine. Great defense.
We'll actually take 5 of 13.
All day long. So ended up winning 134-95 just because we ended up playing nobodies. Literally the bench.
Yep.
The bench.
It became a Memphis Hustle and what?
And instead it became a Jarrett Culver sighting.
Oh, yeah. It became a Jewish game.
So ended up winning Friday night. I'm thinking to myself, okay, you know what? We got this. All we have to do, slow the ball down, slow the game down, make it a half-court game, get the rebounds. Don't let Steph beat us.
Nope.
Don't let Clay. I'm fine with Clay. Don't let Poole. Try to limit 2 of them.
Yeah.
If you're going to limit 1, limit Steph. The Grizzlies gave up the most rebounds in NBA history.
Yeah.
That's the first time in 39 years a team got 70 rebounds.
25. I believe it was 25 offensive.
Yes. And it's not like we didn't have Steven Adams out there.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, that's still crap that Steven Adams literally tackled to the ground by Looney and nothing got called.
Yep.
Ended up hurting his elbow. The next play, he twisted his ankle. Came out there.
Yeah.
But neither here nor there. Dylan was playing lights out. He was shooting the ball. I was getting so pissed.
Oh, yeah. Because what does Dylan do when he starts making shots?
He doesn't stop.
He keeps shooting. Which, again, get help, Dylan Brooks. Please stop shooting the ball.
The problem with it is it took him 28 shots to get 30 points. That's not good.
No, that's downright bad. Actually.
Jaron was not going to the basket. He was missing floaters, missing hooks. As soon as I saw Brandon Clark missing floaters and his little sky hooks, I was like, yep, game is over.
Yep.
You see Tyus, they put Wiggins on him, so they were not going to let Tyus score. Ended up losing 110-96. It got out of hand, and as soon as you called it, as soon as Dylan Brooks dribbled the ball off his leg, Wiggins went up and jammed it. You called it and said, game over.
Yep.
That honestly was the point of the game. That
was the turning point of the game.
It sucks because you literally saw Bane literally start coming healthy again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, if Bane gets healthy, if Bane was healthy in one more game, if he was healthy in game 4 or game 1, we win those 2 games.
Oh,
and you're
absolutely.
playing game 7 without Ja. And I think you win without Ja.
Yeah.
Because they would put Wiggins on Desmond Bane. That would help free up Tyus. Sucks. We never had our starting lineup play together. You never had the Adams, Jackson, Brooks, Bane, Morant play in that series. No, that starting lineup did not play at all that series. You took him to 6. Season ended. Probably, you could say, one of the best seasons in Grizzlies history, if not the best.
That's what a lot of people are debating on Sports Talk Radio. I'm in the camp that I think it was the best season. I know we didn't go as far as I believe it was the 13 team did when they made the Western Conference Finals.
Well, that 13 season, you got lucky with Russ going out, KD having an ankle sprain that series. I believe it was. KD wasn't 100%, and you literally had a fully healthy Memphis team against KD. All we had to do was guard KD, and that series was over.
Yeah. So I fully agree. I fully believe this was the best season in team history. 100%.
So what worries me is what is going to happen next.
And here is where it gets interesting.
So you were the youngest team to ever make it to the Western Conference semifinals in 25 years. You took a dynasty to 6 games, battled to the end without your star player. Second best record in the whole NBA. First ever conference champion or division champion. First time we ever won the Southwest Division.
Yep.
NBA record for biggest win in NBA history, 73 points.
Yep. That was such a great night.
Most improved player, Ja Morant. NBA starter, All-Star game starter.
Yeah.
Probably a first team, if not first team, second team All-NBA.
I think it's second.
Franchise leading three-point shooter. Franchise block leader. Led the NBA in blocks per game and total for the season.
Yep. Runner-up coach of the year. Executive of the year.
Executive of the year.
It was
the ceiling is up. The sky is the limit from here.
Yeah. It was an incredible season.
The thing is, your average age is still 25 years old. Not even legal enough to rent a car without paying the tax. That extra fee.
Yeah.
You have one of the best, as you said, executives, presidents, GMs in the NBA.
100%.
Zachary Kleiman, best GM in the NBA right now. Payroll. You have the 29th highest payroll in the NBA right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're about to lock legally. They can't say it, but they're going to offer Ja whatever the max amount they can.
Yep.
Zachary Kleiman his exit interviews. He said, I am legally going to, without getting a violation by the CBA and getting in trouble, but we're going to take care of Ja this summer.
Yeah.
And Ja, they asked Ja. They said, Ja, do you want to stay in Memphis? He said, heck yeah, I want to stay in Memphis.
That's the family friendly version of that answer.
You're going to have him for another 5 years. You're going to have Ja for 8 years. Ja his next contract will be when he's 28 years old. And that's when
it goes. And to me, that's when it starts getting scary.
That's when you start entering your prime like LeBron did.
Yeah.
28
that's when I start worrying.
28 through 32 is you start that's when you start entering the legendary status. But you got Jaren on contract for another 4 years. Desmond Bain,
still a team-friendly contract.
Yes, 4 years, $100 million, $25 a year.
Yep.
100% fine with that.
That math will candy people.
Desmond Bain is up for a contract next year. Zachary Kleiman said in the next meeting, we are prepared to pay. And Robert Parra, unlike Michael Heisley, sorry.
Yep.
Michael Heisley, sorry. Can't speak today, folks. I'm sorry. Has said he is willing to pay the luxury tax. So right now in the NBA semi or conference finals right now, one team is not over the luxury tax. That's Dallas.
Yep.
Just because they got Luka.
Mm-hmm.
But it proves you're going to have to go over the luxury tax to make it to the NBA.
100%.
So before we kind of get into free agency a little and just kind of get a little bit more post-game stuff, I keep getting the vibe of that 2011-12 and 2012-13 OKC Thunder team. James Harden, Russ, KD. Went to the finals, got swept that year.
Yep.
You got your athletic point guard above the rim.
Mm-hmm.
So they had Russ, we got Ja. They play a little bit more different, but same thing.
Yeah.
Ja's more finesse, Russ is power. KD, a 7-footer. Let's be honest, KD 7 foot.
Yeah.
Scorer, elite scorer, pretty good on defense. Jaron, great on defense, pretty good scorer.
Yeah.
What he wants to be. And then you got scorer, Desmond Bain. Granted, he's not as good as a scorer as James Harden was at the time. He's getting there.
He's getting there for sure.
So the comparisons are there. What's different is from us and the OKC Thunder at the time, they did not want to go up the luxury tax. So they ended up trading James. They said, well, who can we keep? Russ or James Harden? They went with Russ. Clayton Beckett said, we're not going over the luxury tax. He said, we are going to stay under it. So they ended up trading that. So with Memphis right now, Robert Pera has already said, we are not changing it up. We are keeping the same team.
Yeah.
If you want to be in Memphis and if we want you, we are going to make the numbers work.
Yeah.
Which I love. So right now, I'm going to go through this, kind of go through our contract situation right now for next season.
Okay.
Right now, Jaren is going to be our highest paid player. Sorry, got to pull it up. So you got Jaren Jackson making $28 million. So he's going to make a little more than 25. Sorry, folks. Wrong number. Steven Adams, $17.5 million next year. Ja's going to be making $12 million. Dylan Brooks, $11.4 million. Melton, 8.2. Zaire, 4.5. BC, 4.3. Bang, 2.1. Very friendly.
Yeah.
Santi, $2 million. Killian Tilly, 1.9. Tillman, 1.7. John Conchart, if we keep him past June, or I think it's July 17th, his contract becomes fully guaranteed at $2.3 million. You keep that. You keep Jimmy. You got Tyrell Terry on a two-way.
Which two-way contracts do not factor into salary cap.
You got Best Pons on a two-way. You got 3 free agents on the table. Slow-Mo, Tyus, and Jared. Right now, they have to let Jared walk. Jared Culver would be the 5th highest paid player on the team. He technically right now he is the 6th highest paid player on the team, and he played maybe 30 games this year.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
and all those were garbage time.
He played a few games here and there, and we were desperate. I'm the biggest Jared Culver fan here on the show. He's got potential on defense. We can coach his offense, but so in the post-game interview, in the post-game press conferences, they kind of asked Tyus, "What do you want to do?" You got the vibe. He loves Memphis. He's happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In Tyus's mind, he basically said too, "I am a starting point guard in the NBA." He goes, "I see myself as a starting point guard. If you don't see yourself as a starting point guard in the NBA, then why are you? If you don't see yourself as a starter in the NBA, why are you playing in the NBA?"
Yeah. He doesn't lack confidence.
I love it.
Oh yeah, that's great to have.
My one thing with Tyus is he's not. No. And I love Tyus. There's no Grizzlies fan that hates Tyus Jones.
No.
He's arguably assist turnover ratio in the NBA again. What was it?
I think he averaged seven assists to, I don't remember.
It was 7.6, I believe.
Yeah.
His assist turnover ratio was 7.6.
Which is
highest in the NBA. And he's playing 22 minutes a game. He's running the offense. He's a floor general.
Yeah.
The issue is what he does. He's not no. He's not
the way I look at Tyus, he's arguably, maybe not even arguably, the best backup point guard in the NBA.
No, he is the best backup with it. There's no question.
So
I'm
The
sorry, he
way-
was 5. It was 5. He has the highest career turnover in NBA history right now, 5.2.
Yeah. And I think this year he actually broke his own record from 2 seasons ago.
Yes.
Yeah. So the way I view Tyus, I'm with you. I love Tyus Jones. But I think if he goes to a team and gets starter money, starter playing time, he's going to find out quick that he is just an incredible backup.
Well,
He's going to be like one of those offensive, defensive, kind of going back to football a little bit, offensive, defensive coordinators that are incredible, but they're not quite where they think they are when they become a head coach.
I would say, honestly, you know how we consider quarterbacks, the point guards, the quarterbacks of the offense?
Yep.
And there's the label, quarterbacks are game managers.
Yep.
Tyus is a game manager.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Tyus this offseason is eligible to sign a 4-year, $55.8 million extension.
You can't do it if you're Memphis.
That's $11 million a season. That's $11 million, a little bit over $11 million a season.
Yeah, but we do have his bird rights too, so we can offer
That's
more.
$13 million a season. Sorry,
Yeah,
$13 million a season, basically.
yeah, you can't do it. If you're the Grizzlies, I hate it. You can't do it.
That's $13.7 million a year.
Yeah,
You can make that happen. I know you heard you say when we were doing a little run through, and I heard on the radio today is you sign a 1-year deal. Sign him to the highest 1-year deal you can get him for. Helps benefit him. Because there's a lot, no NBA. I don't know what NBA team right now that needs a starting point guard.
yeah.
Houston, maybe.
If they can figure out what to do with John Wall.
Here's my thing, though. He's at that point in his career. You've seen what you've done. 3 years in a row, you've been playoff. You've been the playoffs twice. You were 2 for 3 in the playoffs in your 3 years in Memphis.
Yeah.
Year 1, you were a game out. You were a game away from making the playoffs. And if it wasn't for COVID, they would have made the playoffs that COVID year, 2019-20. They would have made the playoffs.
100%.
My thing is, do you chase money or do you chase a ring?
Yeah.
Because remember, Tyus is still young.
Oh yeah, this is only his. He's been in the league less than 10 years. Yeah. This is only his 7th or 8th year in the league.
7.
7th. Okay, yeah. Which it feels so much longer than that.
One team I've read that is interested in him is the Knicks.
Okay.
They need a point guard, and here's the thing: Tyus isn't a point guard that's going to need the ball in his hands to score.
No,
he's not going to score for you.
No. New York has enough playmakers that he can distribute pretty well there.
You gotta get. Honestly, if he doesn't, I think he goes to one of 3 teams. Either he stays in Memphis, he goes to New York. Because right now, I'm looking at New York's roster right now. They don't have maybe Emmanuel Quickly. And that's it. Him and Derek and a Kimbo Walker. I either see him staying here, New York, because they'll throw New York would throw anybody the bag.
Yeah, they're just desperate for warm bodies at this point.
Or he goes back to Minnesota. Think Minnesota needs a guy who's not afraid. He's like, I don't need the points. Run the offense, run plays. Minnesota's downfall all year was they try to ISO everybody, get their stats up.
Yeah.
Russell's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard.
Yeah.
So I think he goes either Minnesota, New York, or he stays in Memphis.
That's going to be like the one big storyline to watch, I think, in the offseason.
It's going to be underrated. No one in the national media will care, but people here in Memphis will. Slow-mo, I'd love to keep him.
I would too. I like Slow-mo, but it's not going to happen. We were talking, like we were saying before we got started in our little rundown deal. In the exit interviews, they were asking him, what do you think about Memphis? Have you enjoyed your time in Memphis? And he completely avoided the question. I think I don't know what his market would be, but I think Slow-Mo is done
I think he goes to Boston.
because they've been after him for a while, which
they wanted him coming out of college.
Yeah. So if they can throw him the bag, this will be the year they get him.
Going back to Tyus, Zachary Kleiman at the end said, Tyus has always been an essential part of our culture for this group. We want to pay Tyus. We want to keep him. They want to keep him. The issue is going to be can Tyus see himself as a backup? Because here's the thing. Ja's going to get Ja. Ja's the guy that lives above the rim. He's yet to play a full 82 season. Minus rest scratches, like the fake injury scratches and all that.
Exactly.
He has not played a full 82 game season.
Yeah.
I think you definitely throw the bag at Tyus. Hopefully, Dylan, everybody will say, please stay.
Yeah.
So I saw a trade.
Okay.
Today. Okay. Are you ready for it?
Let's do it.
Memphis, somebody on Instagram had a lot of stuff for the Grizzlies this offseason.
Okay.
They had the Memphis Grizzlies making a trade to the New Orleans Pelicans.
Okay. I already don't know where this is going.
For Zion Williamson.
There it is.
You give up BC, Zaire, a first this year, and a first in 2024. I'm not mad with giving up those two first because it still leaves you one for this year and down the road.
Yep. Bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir. After that,
bless you, sir.
Make a trade to the Detroit Pistons for a Mr. Jeremy Grant.
Okay.
You trade Steven Adams and a future first overall pick. Or first round pick, sorry.
I think I like the Detroit trade better than the New Orleans one. And here's why.
This year he averaged 19 points a game.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good for Detroit.
Yeah, that's true.
And you re-signed Tyus to a 3-year, $25 million contract, which I'm like, there's no way he comes back for that.
No.
I mean, that's basically right under $9 million. He's making $8 million this year.
Yeah.
You re-signed Kyle Anderson for a 2-year, $20 million. If I'm gonna do that, if I'm gonna give someone $10 million a year, do that for Tyus.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you signed Luguentz Dort, from OKC.
That's a wild offseason.
Well, Dort's 6'3", averaged 17 points a game, 33% from the 3, 84 from the free throw line. I don't like Dortz that much. So your starting lineup would be Ja, Desmond, DB, Zion, Jaren. Okay?
Okay.
And you're running out your bench unit would be Tyus, Dortz, Jeremy Grant, Kyle, and X. That lineup does not take you to because Zion's going to get hurt. Zion's not even healthy.
Yeah, no. No, I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't trade anything for Zion. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know. I like his upside, but no. What free agents? So you don't want Zion. So what free agents are you looking at us to get if we don't get Tyus?
So I would love if we could somehow make a run at Zach LaVine.
You're going to have to get rid of Dylan, and that's going to cost you a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if you can get LaVine, Bane's up for a contract next year.
Yeah.
And if Bane plays like he did this year, if
you
not better, I wouldn't. I mean, unless Bane is dropping 24 a game, I wouldn't give him the max, but you could give him a great close to the max and get Levine. But here's the thing: you got to pray to God that Bane's fine without getting the max. Like Jared, we got lucky on Jared.
Yeah.
One guy I would like us to go after if we lose Tyus is Patty Mills.
Okay. Interesting.
I think Patty's got a little juice left in his legs. He's a veteran point guard, run the offense, he can score, he can shoot, and play defense.
I think I texted you about this one. What are your thoughts on if and when Tyus walks, we go after Ricky Rubio?
Ricky doesn't score. So the reason why I love Bane is Tyus can pick up some, not all, of the scoring from Ja when he's on the court. Tyus hits the floor. Like if it wasn't for Tyus, Ja would not have a floater.
Yeah, 100%.
Tyus after year one said, "Hey man, come work with me. I'm gonna teach you the floater." And last year Ja's dropping floaters left and right on the court.
Yep.
So I think he 100%. You got to try to keep Tyus, but you got to get a scoring backup because Ja's going to get hurt. And without Ja, as you can see, we go through scoring droughts.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to go after pay Ty. This is not a deep. This is really a top-heavy free agency.
Yeah.
So somebody asked me, "What do I want LeBron?" Hear me out, though. He made a good point. He said, Ja does the scoring offense, Jaren does the defense. That way, playoff time, LeBron's healthy.
My wife totally disagrees with me on this. I have been one of the biggest LeBron fans forever. Since he came in the league. If we could get one season of LeBron in a Grizz jersey, I would absolutely freak out. I would love it, even if it was his first season.
I don't know. Kind of gives me the AI vibes.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't think LeBron's going to AI us, but I think he 100% is. If he comes here, he's going to stay. But I don't think you take Ja away from this. This is his team.
Yeah. Oh, no. No, LeBron would have to take some sort of a backup role for sure. Or a lesser, like a mentor type role for sure.
Yeah. Maybe. Isn't Bradley Beal a free agent this year? I think he is.
I believe he is, yes.
I mean, granted, they keep saying make a run at Bradley Beal, maybe. I don't know. The issue is, I think if you add Bradley Beal, that's the same position DB or Desmond Bane plays. Sorry, same DB.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if you trade Levine, you got to do a sign and trade.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. That stunts the growth of Zaire.
It does. But even if it's a short-term contract, how incredible would that starting lineup be, though?
You definitely have the high flyers in Ja and Levine.
Yeah.
I definitely say bring Adam. Like, don't get rid of Adams. You need him.
Yeah.
He's literally the veteran of the team.
Yeah.
The issue is, I'm worried if you lose Kyle, you lose locker room leadership. As the second oldest guy on the team, you lose that locker leadership that you need.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is going to hurt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But the future is bright with all the first-round picks we got coming up.
Yeah.
Tons of assets are coming our way. Many first, lots of seconds.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And next year is the year to have multiple first-rounders.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I keep saying it. If you got to get a stretch for this offseason. BC is definitely your 5 on offense and defense, and he can play the 4 too. But he's not a scorer unless it's him putting back shots or hitting floaters. But you got to have a floor spacer, and he is not the floor spacer.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it. I'll keep saying it until it happen. Get a backup stretch 4. Santi,
Yeah.
maybe, if he takes that next step. So, exit interviews, going back to that real fast. Jenkins does the thing where he gives everybody, he calls players in there one by one and kind of says, hey, this is what I want you to work on to take our team to the next step. So for Jai, it was Jai defense. So Jai, you become a good defender. We're golden, Pony Boy.
Yeah, right.
We're good. We're good. Zaire was on the ball.
Yep.
On the ball defense because he looked lost and be able to create his own shot. If Zaire, he's only playing G League or Summer League, sorry.
Yeah.
Get him some time on ball defense, ISO, and start becoming more reliable, knocking down threes.
Yeah.
Zaire is the three of the, like you've said, Zaire is the three of the future. We were wrong to doubt Zachary Kleinman. He has the potential.
Yep.
And honestly, if Desmond Bain said he's going to get him in the weight room with him this summer.
Yeah. He
So
said that he's going to drag him whether he likes it or not.
So don't be with his water jug. So don't be surprised if you see Zaire coming out on Team Media Day ripped out of his mind.
Yeah.
And now for Jaren is my guy. Favorite player on the team. Jenkins gave Jaren a list. A long list. Not because he's bad, but because the potential is there for Jaren.
Because he could be so good.
I'm going to go on a limb. This is my hot take for the night. If Jaren reaches his potential, he's better than John. He's the best player on the team if he reaches his true potential.
Most well-rounded player for sure. Because
hear me out.
Offense and defense.
Defensively, he can guard the 1 through the 5. He's proven.
Yeah.
Offensively, if he can become a post playmaker, a post presence, more consistent jump shots, stay out of foul trouble, stay out of mental, become better in the post on defense.
Yeah.
Jaren is going to be unguardable, and you're looking at a multi All-NBA player right there if he reaches. Because I remember when he got drafted, he was voted on by other GMs and players in that draft that he would have the longest career.
Yeah.
Because of his skill set.
Yep.
He's a unicorn.
He is a unicorn, 100%.
Jaren, hit it, buddy. Bang took it to the next level. It's your turn.
Yep.
He took it to the next level defensively. We need you offensively to go back to second year Jaren.
Second year Jaren, for sure.
Second year Jaren was the GOAT. The future's bright.
100%.
I'm excited. Sad it's over, but I can't wait for 22, 23 to come.
Yeah.
Counting down the days. So we got free agency coming up before the draft. So that's going to be exciting. So next coming weeks, we'll start doing mock draft for the NBA. And then we're going to start getting you ready for free agency news.
Yep.
So Starkey, tonight's hot topic while we wrap up the show is
let's do it.
Best summertime thing to do. Amusement park or water park?
So
which one is better? And it can be any park. It can be like, let's say like, it can be any theme park, any amusement park, or any water park. It doesn't be a specific one. What is more fun to go to?
For me, I'm going to go water park. Because one, I'm not a big roller coaster guy.
Okay.
Two, walking around an amusement park, especially in the middle of summer, depending on where you go, it is absolutely dreadful. Water park, you're having fun, you're cooling off. Sure, you have to walk around in wet clothes most of the time, but hey, if you stay in the water, you can only get so wet. But I don't know. For me, I'm gonna go water park over amusement park. Now, I love amusement parks. Don't get me wrong. But if I was a roller coaster guy, my answer would probably be different. Mm-hmm. But I'm team water park for sure.
I'm going with amusement park.
Okay.
Just because, see, I was going to say water park, but I was thinking, the ground, you're not wearing shoes, so the ground's hot. Because you're going to find those spots with the ground. Man, you got to climb so many stairs.
Yeah, that is very true.
And then I got to carry a tube with me up all those stairs. Now, granted, it's more refreshing.
Oh, 100%.
They stay cooler, but it's just the fact you got to carry a tube up the stairs. The ground's not always wet, so it's burning hot.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, there's always a kid peeing in the pool.
Yeah, there's that.
So I'm going to go amusement park because it's usually they have awnings, so you're under the shade, majority of them. And it's more, and the rides are a little bit longer, a little faster. You hit about 40, 50, 60, 70, some 80 miles an hour on the coasters. And it's more of a thrill. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Now, 10 years ago, I was afraid of roller coasters. Got into it, love them. So, yeah, I'm going to go team amusement park.
All right.
And just because, the hard other thing, too, is hard to choose from. Some people should not be wearing bathing suits they wear. Like, you don't got the body for a two-piece. Or you don't got the body for a Speedo. But why are you wearing a Speedo to amusement park? I mean, I could say the same thing about people wearing crop tops, tank tops, jorts, booty shorts, all that in amusement park, but it's just yuck. Some people, it just ruins the stuff for that. And the wind in your face. Plus, then you got to pay for tube rentals sometimes.
Yeah, that's
true. Then you got to buy a locker. At least with the amusement park, you don't got to buy a locker. You just got your pockets.
Yeah, that's very true.
Stark, I think we're going to wrap it up tonight. Any closing remarks?
Nothing I can think of. Good job tonight.
Hey, better job. I'll get better next week. My tongue stirs. And me forgetting Trayvon Walker. Sorry.
It's all good.
Gosh, I'm still mad at myself.
Hey, it's okay. Jacksonville fans will forget him in 3 years.
Probably. But, folks, that's it for tonight's show. Next week, 19. Probably hit more on NBA. Maybe some new news in the NFL. Somebody got traded. Baker sighting. And get you ready for Jurassic 3. It's coming up any day now.
Yep.
Folks, we are signing off for this week. Catch you next week.
Bye, everyone.